how many people don't even realize that they've gone through phases of refirement?
One of the most important things, Tom, as you and I age, is really raising awareness because as you go through the journey of life, you're climbing, 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 and life goes by very, very quick. And your story about teaching your grandson how to hit, um, and really resonates because I'm a firm believer that I try to ask my younger self, what would I do differently? And I think the important thing that yet people can do is they have to pause. Uh, is really pausing because as you go through the journey of life and climb the ladder, you go to high school, you go to college, you actually go to um, um, you find your first job, then you want to get married, then you have a kid, then you buy your house, then your kids grow up and then you're sitting on your porch, then you're getting older, then your eyes start going, your joints start hurting, your knees start going, your hips
You're
start
making it
going.
sound so
Yeah.
great.
Like
Can we make
right.
this,
Yeah,
can we make this journey
yeah,
sound a little better?
right. But I mean, it's but I think the most important thing, you have to enjoy the journey. And it took me 50 years to understand that. You have to let the journey of life unfold. You have to let the journey of life unfold because life brings you curveballs. Your story, my story, we learned along the way. And if we didn't have those ups and downs, I don't think we would be where we are today. But I think we missed things along the way. So that's why I think doing this transitions in life, just to raise awareness, uh, because life goes on very, very
So
quickly.
let's set it up. You're
Well,
talking
as
about
you say, in
transitions cause stress from all the way from high school through college, pushing past your perceived limits. Take it from there, Tony. I mean, you got some really good points here. Please go ahead.
yeah, so I I would say that there's six areas um, because you have to balance the stress, but also in order to get better, in order to perform better, in order to enjoy life better, you have to have some type of resilience because there's that quest of getting through something hard. And I think it depends on everyone. Some people need a little more stress to, and some need a little bit of less. But is what uh, what I say. The six things is one, you have to acknowledge and accept your feelings. Two, you want to seek support. Three, you want to practice self-care. And that's really how do you sort of find meaning in life and how do you find that balance? Next is how you build a support network. And fifth, how you focus on what you can control. And then last, be patient with yourself because I often say performance equals skill minus interference. What I mean by that, if you're an elite scholar, elite electrician, elite athlete, elite radio host, whatever you do, you can have all the skill in the world, but if you can't block out your whatever that interference is, if you're not happy and satisfied, if you're not in healthy relationships, if you're not doing purposeful work, if you're not showing compassion towards yourself, it's difficult to perform at your
With yourself.
highest.
Tony, can
Hold
we
that thought.
start there with those six items
Sure.
and just kind of work our way backwards? Because I think that we are such the instantaneous gratification mindset nowadays. Need it now, need it yesterday, boom. We're so conditioned for this kind of stuff that we don't understand that it takes time. I mean, it took you a long time to become the excellent $5 million hand guy that you are with your pediatric neurosurgeon technology and skill set that you have. Why is it that we have to be more patient with ourselves?
I would add, Tom, social media adds to that because everyone thinks on social media you actually have this perfect life. You know, everyone's posting things. Oh, look at the great meal I'm doing. Look where I am. You know, so I think the expectations uh, of life are a little different because social media just uh, everything is out there. But you know, like you said, be patient with yourself. Showing compassion towards yourself is one of the most important things that you can do. Laughing at yourself when you make a mistake. One of my mentors used to tell me you have to have the 24-hour rule, meaning that you can stew over it, you can be sad over it, but after 24 hours, you know, I would say it's a lot easier said than done.
Did you learn
But
that? Did you learn that being a college athlete? Because I've heard a lot of coaches say that,
uh
Tony, that you get 24 hours to either
that's
celebrate
it.
or have the sorrow. Did you learn that when you were playing college football?
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. And I think the more negativity in your life, the more stress, the more anxiety, the more inflammation in your body, the more pain you have, physical and mental pain. And so really, you know, laughing at yourself, giving yourself a break, showing compassion toward yourself, adjust and adapt to the new situation that you're transitioning in. But most importantly, you have to enjoy the journey. And Tom, I cannot emphasize that enough because I never did that. I never did that. It took me until I was age 50 to finally realize that.
How many people do you think go through that, Tony?
A lot, tons of people. You know, and I think one of the most important things of why we do these performance living things is, you know, just to raise awareness because sometimes you don't know. You know, it is, yeah, you know, you don't think of a transition meaning becoming a new parent or taking care of your aging parents or transition into a new job or moving to a new city, you know, you think you're doing it, but you don't really understand. Well, that's a transition. It's going to cause you anxiety and stress, and just raise awareness, step back, pause is a really
Show some love
important
to you.
thing.
Let's do
I
it right
like your
now. Let's just talk
Parker,
about how important
Parker. Yeah,
Parker,
Tom.
how important Parker is
You
to
know,
you. Again,
I've told this story multiple times, but I hate dogs. When I turned 50, my wife and I and kids said, you know, they really want a dog. So I bent, and I must say that this cockapoo, Parker, he's 9 now, and this Parker has totally changed my life. I became a dog hater to a dog lover, and Parker, he is, I mean, he's my best friend, and he's, you know, I would argue that he's been one of the primary drivers to really make me rethink and slow down. Because dogs, you know, have one owner per se. Human beings have multiple dogs.
how do you
Uh,
manage your time? You're such a busy guy. How do you do it?
I mean, um,
He's
you
laughing.
know, but. Let me just get back to the dog is
Hey,
because because you mentioned, you know, the refirement zone, and instead of retirement, how do you refirement? And it really gets back to, you know, as you go through these transitions, again, thinking about what is your purpose, what's your meaning in life, and what brings you joy. So yeah, you know, but. But you know, I think one of the things you can do is, you know, time management is I would sort of break it down as prioritizing things that are important to you and having the ability to say no. And I think have a separation from your personal life and work life. It's a lot easier said than done. I don't do it 100% perfect, But I think having managing your time because there's so much there's so many hours in a day, and you can get caught up climbing that life goes by, and really again slowing down and having the ability to prioritize what's
Passion
important
play.
to you.
Okay, wonder drug time. Let's talk about the 7 scientifically proven ways. I know you've been waiting to talk about this. You got the rest of the episode to talk about this, Dr. Avellino, my brother. Go ahead.
As I've gone through my journey, is one of the most important things to have to perform at your best and to have to prevent burnout is there's a whole host of things you can do. But serving others is one of the most important things that someone can do. And if you've not read this book called The Wonder Drug, I
Great.
would be good because it really changes your thinking about how to prevent burnout, how to perform better. And as you said, Tom, what your radio show does is really connecting people, developing a community, but serving others. And really, in this book, they go through a few things that are really important. One, you want to start small. Two is you want to be thankful. Three, you want to be purposeful. Four, you want to find common ground. Uh, Next, you want to see it, you want to elevate it, and you have to know your power. And so if we go through it, when they say start small, it's really how you can really do some kind acts, showing compassion and selfless services to others. It could come in all different ways,
Do you feel like,
by
excuse
yeah.
me, do you feel that doing this radio program is a part of your helping others and doing that compassion? Do you feel like that's part of the whole mission?
Yeah, I would say, Tom, another important thing that has helped me heal is sharing my story
Mhm.
enables me to show vulnerability and to help others. And I can honestly say that once I came forward with my story in 2019, I think I've done more good and I received more letters from people. Oh, it really gave me the opportunity to pause and change and reevaluate things. I would say sharing my story with you, with your listeners, and being on your show has helped me heal.
Thankful. Thank you for. I just did this little thing that you have here. I'm going to let you talk about that. I'm going to give you a comment here, but please go ahead, talk about being thankful.
Writing a handwritten thank you note or calling someone up and saying thank you. I appreciate you. Um, the one thing I learned from one of my other mentors is really how to show appreciation in front of someone's peers. That is more meaningful than sort of a monetary gift, but if you're in a meeting, but really showing appreciation and showing thankfulness among their peers and colleagues is really
Was
meaningful.
through it, but being
So
purposeful, can you
huge.
run through that for me, please?
Yes, uh, so really doing things that make someone's day a little bit better. But really being part of something larger than yourself, not thinking about yourself, but thinking about others, is actually key.
Finding common ground. What did
It's
you
so
mean by
huge.
finding common ground?
Yeah, so in the world that we live in, it's so politically divided. I often say when I was growing up in the 1970s and 80s, we could have honest conversations. But now it's so right and left, and we need to bring people back. But what they mean by this is, even regardless of the differences you have or the difficulties that you have with each other, you can always find common ground. We all have children. We all want the best for our children. We all, the sun rises every morning. Everyone cries. And so finding those things that there's common ground sort of brings down the temperature and allows people to serve others
Other
better.
people. All right, elevate. Being see it. Can you blend see it and elevate together?
Yeah. Yeah, so really, I often told my kids is surrounding yourself that you want to be like, friends wise, but you want to gravitate people who do kind things for others and are happy about it. Because if you're around people that are kind, that are really serving others, volunteering, or really doing good, it will boost your own happiness. Because again, I often say you have to balance that negativity. We have so much negativity in the world. How do you channel 20% of that negativity into positivity and surrounding yourself with people that really want to will will sort of elevate everyone.
Tony, give me 30 seconds on knowing your power.
Yeah, so knowing your power meetings, it's not about you, it's not about me, it's not about your ego, but it's really, again, as you go through the journey of life, how you learn what your talents are and how you strengthen those relationships, how you form a community around your friends because having sort of a positivity and a community where people are like-minded and want to do good, because anything that brings down chronic stress is good, because chronic stress leads to systemic inflammation, brings down your immune system, and chronic disease in America is such a prominent thing. So really, hope matters, and you have to believe in yourself.
Dr. Anthony Avellino, love that guy so much. He is such the great guy. I just can't say enough about him. Performance living, transitions in life. We're doing more of this performance living. Love it. It's so interesting. It's so fun. And Tony's just the best. And I mean, he does not have to continue to help us like all of our guests. So I appreciate all of the guests. And I appreciate all of the listeners and all of the viewers and everybody who subscribes to the show. Thank you so much. Please support our sponsors, Brock Fletcher and the whole team at the selling team. They really help us keep us on the air. And that's all there is to it. I mean, that's the bottom line. And if you're looking to find a radio program that might fit for you and you want to invest some marketing money, hit me up. I've got some thoughts on some things. If you have a bank, if you're a banker, a closing company, a title office, something like that, insurance, finance, those are the types of things I'm looking for right now. If those things fit your bill, let me know. And I'll be happy to talk to you about it, get you some numbers, and we can go from there. Until next time, everybody, I'm Papa Tom. Been the Tom Matt Show. Peace out. Love y'all. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.